Ichigo has unlocked his ultimate power and claimed his spot as one of the strongest characters in the Bleach universe. His new Zanpakuto consists of not just one, but two brand new zangetsu blades. But where does this power come from exactly? Ichigo's true heritage and origins form one of the biggest mysteries and revelations within the Bleach universe. The mystery begins to unravel during the 1,000-year Blood War arc, where Ichigo learns about the unique circumstances of his birth and his genetic lineage. Ichigo, being a Shinigami by default, was always aware of his hollow powers due to the holification process he underwent during the early stages of the series. However, he did not know the full extent of his Quincy powers lurking within him until he met with Uetsu Nimaya, the creator of Zanpakuto, during the 1,000-year Blood War arc. In Chapter 499 and Episode 370, Ichigo is trapped within a barrier by Kyuge Oppi, a member of the Vandenreich. While trapped, Ichigo desperately tries to escape using multiple Getsuga Tensho attacks. However, as he was attacking the barrier, the Quincy Reiatsu from the barrier mixed with his own Reiatsu, unknowingly awakening the dormant Quincy powers within him. During his fight with Yhwach, Ichigo is easily defeated by the Quincy King. Yhwach tries to stab Ichigo to finish him off, but at that moment, his Quincy powers surface, and he uses a technique called Blut Vene to defend against Yhwach's attack, shocking him in the process as Ichigo engulfs him in a blast of Reiatsu. Emerging from the attack with only mild injuries, Yhwach then proceeds to inform Ichigo that Kyuge's cage was not meant to hold a Quincy, hinting at a secret about Ichigo's origins. This is the first instance where Ichigo unconsciously utilizes his Quincy abilities in the series. Yhwach then attempts to subdue Ichigo again, but is stopped by the shadows, signaling the end of the initial invasion. When Ichigo tries to stop Yhwach from leaving, Yurgrim Haschwald cuts Tensa Zangetsu in two, leaving Ichigo completely stunned and defeated. The journey towards restoring Ichigo's Zanpakuto starts immediately after the invasion ends, when Ichigo learns from Mayuri that a broken Zanpakuto can only be restored if it is in Shikai form, not Bankai form. However, Ichibei of Zero Squad informs Ichigo that there may be a way for him to reforge his Zanpakuto in the Royal Palace, with the assistance of Uetsu Nimaya. There also may be a way for you to restore your own Bankai, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to never miss a beat. After the destructive conflict with the Vandenreich, the royal guard from the Soul King Palace arrive at the Tsurete to rebuild the Gotei 13 and also bring Ichigo Kurosaki, his broken Bankai Tensa Zangetsu, Rukia Kuchiki, Byakuya Kuchiki, and Renji Abarai back with them for rehabilitation and training. Their journey to the Soul King Palace initiates a series of unique training sessions within each member's respective domain, each designed to heal and strengthen them for the forthcoming battles. After being healed by Tenjiro Kirinji's hot springs and having his power restored by eating Kiryu Hikifuni's food, Ichigo is sent to Uetsu Nimaya's palace, where he and Renji have to fight the Asauchi in order for their Zanpakutos to be reforged. Every Shinigami joining the Gotei 13 is given an Asauchi, a nameless Zanpakuto created by Nimaya. Over time, through constant interaction, the blade and its master form a solid bond. During Ichigo's time in Nimaya's palace, he is unable to find a single Asauchi, a nameless Zanpakuto that would submit to him. They all reject him, a reaction that baffles and frustrates Ichigo. Nimaya is aware of Ichigo's complicated origins, including why Ichigo has never had a proper Asauchi, resulting in his lack of a proper bond with his Zanpakuto. Nimaya provides a vital clue to this puzzle by stating that Ichigo was not at peace with the demons from his past. Furthermore, he informs Ichigo that his Zanpakuto is incomplete and unstable because he did not understand or accept all aspects of his power. In a dramatic turn of events, Ichigo is deemed a failure and sent back to Karakura Town after only 3 days. But this setback proves to be an essential part of his journey towards self-discovery. It sets the stage for Ichigo's introspection and the subsequent discovery of his Quincy heritage. Isshin, Ichigo's father, decided it was time to reveal the secrets of his origins to him. he shared that Ichigo's mother, Masaki, was a pure-blood Quincy, and that her involvement with the Aizen experiment was not a mere coincidence. Aizen had sought to create an ideal hollow named White, and it was during Ishin's time as a Soul Reaper that he discovered Aizen's sinister experiments in the living world. Ishin and Masaki, with their unwavering courage, had fought off the hollow and thwarted Aizen's plans. However, the encounter left a lasting impact on Masaki, as she was bitten by White and had unknowingly inherited the remnants of its hollow essence. This revelation deepened Ichigo's understanding of his mixed heritage and the profound connection between the Aizen experiment, his parents' sacrifice, and his own unique powers. After learning about his true origins and the death of his mother, Ichigo returns to Nemaya's palace. Ultimately, the key to Ichigo obtaining an Asauchi lies in him uncovering and accepting his complex lineage. Once he achieves inner peace and accepts himself, all Asauchi recognize him, and he successfully chooses a nameless Zanpakuto that morphs into a form resembling Hollow Ichigo. Nemaya then proceeds to reforge the Zanpakuto and implores Ichigo to bid farewell to his old one. During the forging of his new Zanpakuto, Ichigo questions Nemaya about the process and learns that the being who claimed to be Zangetsu is actually Yhwach from 1,000 years ago. Ichigo enters his inner world, where he discovers that the manifestation of Old Man Zangetsu, whom he had believed to be the spirit of his Zanpakuto, is in fact a manifestation of his latent Quincy abilities, and that his true Zanpakuto spirit is actually his inner hollow. He finds out that Old Man Zangetsu was suppressing his true powers because he did not want Ichigo to become a Shinigami. After their conversation, Old Man Zangetsu allows Ichigo to access his full power when he accepts Ichigo's strength and determination to always push forward. In the real world, Ichigo grabs his newly forged Zanpakuto, now consisting of two distinct blades. After coming to terms with his heritage and accepting his complex mix of powers, Ichigo is finally able to utilize his full potential. His powers of Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy are manifested in his dual blade Shikai, a transformation that visually and symbolically signifies his newfound harmony with his roots and heritage. Ichigo Kurosaki's transformation in the 1,000-year Blood War arc of Bleach reveals an array of new abilities and a significant upgrade in power with the realization of his true heritage and identity. As a hybrid of Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy, Ichigo can access the full extent of his powers in new, unique ways. His dual-bladed Shikai and the unique abilities it grants him are a testament to his diverse origins. True Shikai. After going through the soul-altering process of understanding his past and the spirits residing within him, Hollow Ichigo and Old Man Zangetsu, Ichigo's Zanpakuto Zangetsu is reforged by Uetsu Nemaya into two blades, unlocking his true Shikai. These swords are direct representations of the powers within Ichigo. The larger, traditional sword represents the fusion of his Shinigami and Hollow powers, while the smaller one is the embodiment of his Quincy powers. Ichigo's true Shikai abilities. Getsuga Tensho. A staple of Ichigo's arsenal, he can still use this technique, but with much less effort. He can fire it just by pointing his sword and making a slight cutting motion. The attack is black when fired from the larger sword, indicating it's composed of his Hollow and Shinigami powers. The one fired from the shorter sword is weaker in comparison. Getsuga Jujisho is a variant of the Getsuga Tensho, where Ichigo fires two blasts, one from each blade, that collide and form a cross-shaped Getsuga Tensho blast. This attack is potent enough to critically wound a stern Ritter. Horn of Salvation form. The Horn of Salvation is the informal name given to Ichigo Kurosaki's merged Hollow form, which he achieved during the final stages of his battle against Yhwach. After Ichigo learned the truth about the source of his Shinigami powers, his Hollow and Quincy powers came into balance with each other. However, if Ichigo's inner Hollow is awoken by large amounts of Quincy Reiatsu, this balance is disrupted, allowing Ichigo to meld with his inner Hollow, resulting in the Horn of Salvation form. In this form, the left side of Ichigo's face resembles his Hollow form from when he fought Ukiura Schiffer. His left eye inverts in color with a yellow iris and black sclera, and he gains a long pointing horn on the left side of his head. While in this form, the larger blade of Zangetsu turns white. In this form, he can unleash powerful attacks such as the Getsuga Tensho and Getsuga Jujisho. By merging his swords, he releases his Bankai and reaches a level of power even Yhwach recognizes and respects. Ichigo's Hollow powers enable him to use techniques like Gran Rei Sero and Blut Arteri, further enhancing his strength. Overall, The Horn of Salvation form combines Ichigo's various powers to create a formidable transformation capable of facing powerful adversaries. True Bankai. Ichigo's True Bankai, named Tensa Zangetsu, is activated during the final battle with Yhwach. While the full extent of its abilities and enhancements remain somewhat ambiguous, what we do know is that his new Bankai form compresses his power even further, resulting in a significant boost to his speed and power. Tensa Zangetsu takes the form of a kyber knife variation. The smaller black blade comprises the inner part of the sword and has the handle, which resembles a normal katana's with black wrapping, much like the original Tensa Zangetsu fixed to it, while the base of the sword is slanted and the blade continues with a section jutting out from the underside as a guard with a chain attached to it that loops over the top and attaches right before the point of the blade. Ichigo can use a significantly amplified version of Getsuga Tensho in his Bankai state. This blast, much like his Shikai version, incorporates the powers of both his Shinigami and Hollow abilities, albeit at a far greater scale. Additionally, Ichigo's already impressive speed and strength are drastically increased in his Bankai state, allowing him to overwhelm opponents and react quickly to incoming attacks. In conclusion, Ichigo Kurasaki's journey through the 1,000-year Blood War arc is not just about the evolution of his physical prowess or new battle techniques, but more importantly, it's about self-discovery and the acceptance of his multifaceted identity. This crucial narrative arc sees him grappling with a whirlwind of unexpected revelations about his lineage and heritage. With each revelation, he faces the daunting task of integrating these aspects into his understanding of himself and his powers. If you enjoyed learning more about Ichigo's newfound powers, make sure to show your support by liking this video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below sharing your favorite Bleach moment or any other moment you have about the series. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to AJ Anime for more exciting anime content and stay updated on our future rankings, discussions, and analyses. Your support means the world to us, and we appreciate you being a part of our anime-loving community. Like, comment, and subscribe now to never miss out on the thrilling adventures that await us.